Wonder Woman issue 19, Greg Rucka writing and Liam Sharp on art. This is the next part of the Truth storyline. And for me, this was maybe one of the weaker issues of the book. Not because it was bad, just because it was kind of... It was just kind of like connecting this issue and the last issue like together. It was like the characters were finding out things.
Bridge.
Yeah, that we mostly knew. Sort of everything was regrouping. Like they got Diana out of the mental hospital, and there was some sweet moments in there. And the best stuff was definitely when they go to see Dr. Cyber. They're trying to figure out where Barbara Ann is, and they're trying to figure that stuff out. And Dr. Cyber's like, "This is your fault, Wonder Woman. You did this to me. You brought the gods to our Earth, and that got me killed. That got this happened. This happened. Veronica's daughter's faceless because you brought the gods to our world." And
yeah, but again, that just shows how faulty Godwatch is looking at this when it's Trevor landing there that brought her there. So what made Trevor crash? I think that's the ultimate, you know. Because I'm sitting here reading, I'm going, well, no, that's not true at all. And again, this arc is called Truth. And the truth is a very subjective thing when you think about it.
Actually,
it's all about
see, even Dr. Cyber brings up that I've been messing with you for years, because we've seen that the start of that in the Godwatch story, which is really cool.
The last issue.
But she's like, "Oh, right, are you the one who's like making me think I've been going to Themyscira?" And she's like, "You're giving me too much credit. I can't do that."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, who is behind that? Because I don't think that's necessarily related to Rebirth. It feels like it's a more specific to Wonder Woman thing. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'd hazard a guess it's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because we know Hippolyta's trying to reach out to Diana, because now we're getting those scenes set on Themyscira, and it seems like there's only a small band of Amazons there, right? Like, it seems like a very close-knit group, not like what we saw early on.
Yeah.
So
I really like that page where they see the gods in their animal forms. Yeah.
All right, so who's the big deer, the stag?
Stag.
Yeah, because it's not Artemis. Because I know Artemis she was the huntress god, and her thing was the doe.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
And she's working with Prometheus anyway, so let's ignore her.
Which one's Artemis's brother?
Apollo. That's who I thought.
It doesn't really fit for Stag, does it?
No. Because I can look and pick the other ones, and that one just, unless it's a Festus, but I've never heard him being.
Yeah.
You do much better with this stuff than I do, Matt, so I don't think you're going to get much help out of me.
Festus, I'd imagine, would have to be a bull, surely.
Yeah.
But
I tell you what I liked in this issue.
Anyways.
I liked Etta getting angry that they've got Barbara Ann again and being like, "You took Barbara Ann away," and she's like about to go into a punching fight with a hologram. And like she's been held back. I'm like, "It's a hologram, Etta. Calm down, calm down."
Should just let her swing. That would have been the great comical moment. You swing and you just go straight through it.
Yeah.
Just because you put that much force into something, you can't stop your body going with it anyway.
Yeah. No. So that was good. Obviously, they find Sasha's body from the Checkmate lady.
Yeah,
so I remember from her.
Yeah, I was say so. She's from Checkmate, right?
Yeah.
That's like her whole. Okay, and that was another Rucka title, right? That he was writing. Yeah. So he's pulling stuff.
Sometimes they'll do stuff like this in comics, especially rookies. They're not with Ferdinand as well, where he'll pull out this reveal of someone, and I'm like, have they mentioned her recently? Like, am I supposed to know really specifically who that is? And I remember she was from Checkmate, and I'm like, oh, this is Rucka pulling someone back in again from one of his
own previous stuff. Yeah,
and it's like, okay, fair enough. It's okay also, that I don't remember that well. Right.
This made me really like Ferdinand as a supporting character. The hug that he gives Diana, and just you could tell how much he cares for her. And then when he starts to get upset when all this stuff's going on.
Oh, what about the Doctor when he sees it's actually Wonder Woman and he's like, but you're actually what and Steve's just like, yeah, keep this quiet, thanks.
Yeah, Steve has become a great character here too. Whereas in New 52, he kind of was. They tried to make him the Nick Fury of the DCU, and it just didn't work.
Nah,
and him just being like a supporting character. He's almost like Diana's Gordon. Almost, where they have this partnership. It's a little bit different.
If Batman and Gordon were making out on top of the rooftops, yeah, sure.
How do you know they're not?
He definitely works better in relation to just Wonder Woman than he does as a bridge to the DCU as a whole, like he was in the New 52.
Yeah. And it's cool, like when you see Gordon interact with Superman or Wonder Woman, And I kind of want that out of Steve Trevor. Like when he shows up, something different is going on in the book.
I think for me, though, what it is Diana, she's an envoy, she's an ambassador. So she doesn't need someone like Steve to bridge, which is why he always kind of felt redundant in that role.
Yeah.
But this is much better.
So, of course, there's one quick scene with Kale, and she's like, Godwatch, take care of things, put the hit out on Diana. Operation Godwatch is in full effect, which leads to the ending. When they leave Kale's like headquarters or whatever at the end, where they've been snooping around and found Dr. Cyber, they attack Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman fights some of them off. She like does a cool thing where she goes into a van and like crumples it. But then a sniper, who she doesn't see coming, shoots her from behind. We see the bullet go right through her chest, and we end with her like bleeding out on the floor. That's obviously the most exciting part of the issue, because it was like, oh shit, Wonder Woman just got sniped.
I didn't see it coming. Like that's. Did you guys?
Well, I mean, you have that shot of the sniper, and a couple of times it's looking through the sky. It's like, that doesn't seem like it's going to do much.
That's what I mean. I thought she would, at worst, it would bounce off, or she would, we need a really cool bracelet deflection.
It's kind of flexible with Wonder Woman, but the way I would typically treat her in terms of like being bulletproof, well, she has to defect them with her bracelet, so she's not completely bulletproof. So the way I see it is a sniper is a high caliber piercing.
Oh
round.
It's not that I didn't think that it would affect her. It's just that I didn't think it would catch her by surprise the way it did.
Exactly.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like I thought, she'd see it coming. You just always expect the hero to do that, really, don't you? In these stories.
And that's where Rucka's so great at pulling the rug out, because every Rucka series I've ever read has a moment like this where I should see it coming. I read enough comics, but he does it so well. But...
Yeah. I love how the background for that shot is just that gorgeous orange glow all around it.
I think as well what it does is it makes Godwatch a formidable foe. It makes them feel dangerous because they just sniped Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Yep. So, no, there you go. It was a good issue. I just when I say it's like one of the weakest, like say the arc or whatever, it's just because it is very much dealing with information that the characters are just kind of putting together now. That has mostly been stuff that we've been in on for the most part, but certainly enjoyable.